If you're looking for 18, 19, I'm going to probably call it inside veer and all that kind of stuff. So we're a little different than everybody. We go ahead and we verbalize everything. We don't have a whole lot of numbers in our calls. So I just wanted to get that kind of out of the way. So our load scheme rules right here, I'm not going to insult your intelligence and read them all to you, but I just kind of want to mention some stuff. When we say when we have a veer, obviously if our slot has a tight end to his side, he's going to arc. He's not going to five path. We have that as one of our base rules, and we do that out of our flex and a tight end set, so we condense our receiver down. So that's kind of a base rule for our slot. If they're open on the open side or no tight end, they're going to five path. If they do, they're going to go ahead and arc outside. You'll see the rules. It says we have a gold or a cardinal for our guard. We're always going to gold first. Our gold will always supersede a cardinal. Our outside double will always supersede our inside double on that. And then our backside guys, we're just scooping across the board. Now, tight ends, we do a couple different things. We have them scoop or convoy. If the guy's inside a 5 or a 7, we just have him convoy, which is just he's working up to safety. If the guy's head up or outside, we'll go ahead and have him scoop. One big key thing with us is we really, for our quarterback and our fullback, we really want that quarterback to jump out and get that ball back there as far as he can. We want a good long ride. We just feel that kind of helps us out with reading. All that's reading the defender. So we want that quarterback to really get that ball back. And just one good coaching point, if that ball ever crosses his front hip during his ride, he has to give it, whether it's a give read or not. We don't want to try to pull that ball too far in front of his hip. That's bad news right there. And then, so that's kind of our general rules. Obviously with our tags and stuff will change, but a lot of times this is whether we're in an overset, whether we're in a wide formation tight end, these are going to be our base rules without our tags. We'll kind of just go ahead and what we're looking for out of our base scheme versus a split defense here. Obviously, the DN is going to be the read. The outside backer is going to be the pitch for us. That guy's in A-gap. We're doubling, veer, and all that stuff. So one good coaching point here is our slots. We tell them to run through the hills of the fullback, get lateral for 3 steps, and then get downhill. Another good coaching point we have is we don't really spend a whole lot of time telling the slots they need to be 4x4 on a pitch relationship. We just kind of tell them keep a good distance and keep up with the quarterback. We don't have a set rule for our pitch relationship. So that's what our versus a split look 4-4, 4-2-5, however you call it. We go ahead and we'll call it a split. That's what we're looking for. Now, I just kind of want to talk about our scoop on the backside. When we have a clear gap, we kind of what we do is short scoop it. I mean, our base scoop rules are 45, 60, 90. Obviously, if our gap is pretty clear, we kind of let that guy just kind of go 45 and go. If he is have an A-gap defender for that guard right here in this look, what he doesn't, he'll take that 45, 60, 90 and try to work through that guy. Now our backside, when we have a 3 on the backside of this, we're going to go ahead and what we do long scoop. We're going to take a lateral step and then get our 45, 60, 90. We just feel that kind of gives the tackle a better position to scoop that 3. It's one of those things that just we feel it puts our kids in a better position. Now, if that gap is clear, say this guy's a 5, we let him 45 and go right off the bat. So we're not going to slow him down. If his gap's clear, we want him to get up to that next level as fast as he can. On our scoops, we're going to preach cut blocks. We want to get these guys knocked down, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of our base look, kind of our base rules versus a split. I'll go ahead and take a couple questions before we get into some game film. I think there's a lot popping up. Let me kind of go back a little bit. Now, right here we have this drawn up versus a 2 technique an A-gap defender. If we have a base head-up 2 technique on the guard, we're going to go ahead and let the guard base him all by himself. We don't want to take this guy away because we don't need to lose this block for this linebacker or safety here. We want him to go ahead, that guard to go ahead and base the 2 so we don't lose that blocker on the next level. Now, obviously, if it's a shade or something, we'll take care of that with a double. But You know, if it's a head-up technique, that's the one thing we want our guard to understand, that he needs to be a bit more of a man and be able to take care of that two technique by himself. And I apologize if I kind of stop and talk about the O-line a little bit too much. That's just what I do. So if I'm getting too much in the O-line, just let Kim know and tell me to move on. So,
hey, Coach, we did have a couple questions come in.
Okay.
So first one, what are your line splits?
Sorry. Our base line splits are center to guard are 3, our guard to tackle are 3, and if we have our tight end in, we're going to have a 4-foot split. Now, one thing is we like to, if this DN will work out with this tackle, we'll let him widen out to even 4.5. We just feel that helps the quarterback with his read. Now, we don't want to have an 8-foot split and all that stuff, obviously, but if we can have a real good split out of our tackle to the read side, we're going to go ahead and let him get a bigger split. All right, so we got some game film here. Right here, split look here. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and go to the tight so you can see. All right, so what we should have here, we should have a nice double team here. We should have a good veer. These two guys are checking here to here. Double in here. We should have a nice scoop on the backside. Now, obviously, in a perfect world, it'll look just like I drawn up, but it's probably not going to look like I draw it up. We'll go ahead and watch. Oh, right here. It's not bad on the double team. We like to have these guys we'll have them step together. They're doing a good job. Our guard did a good job on the scoop. Our tackle should have definitely climbed. So you can see here, it comes down hard. Our quarterback reads, so we're going to pull the ball. Does a great job. Now, right here, this is a good coaching point here. Obviously, we didn't get up to the safety. We didn't get up to the safety with our veer and our 5-path. But one coaching point we have is our quarterback. He doesn't come out here and let's go back to the line. Sorry. Our quarterback's not going to come out here and he's not going to attack the pitch key. We don't want to get flat like this because that gives pursuit time to get over the top from these guys to get over the blocks. What we want our quarterback to do is turn and get his shoulders square as fast as he can. We want to replace the tackle. We want to be right nice outside the tackle. We tell the tackle he's blocking for the quarterback on this play on his veer. So if he does his job, quarterback run, the quarterback should get through. The reason we want this guy here is if we aren't able to get to this safety, we can square him up. Now we can go inside or outside. We got a two-way go on the safety. If we're still running vertical this way and attack this pitch key, we're not going to I mean, obviously, it's just right here. He doesn't have a lot of options with his running. So we want to try to get square to the line, square our shoulders and get up through. And that way, if we have to, we can make a move on the safety. Now, our quarterback was right. His guy stays wide, so it is a quarterback read. We need to do a better job with our 5-path and our slot and our veer by the tackle. Right here, but then obviously just have your quarterback make a move right there. That's what happens when you have a 4-year starter on this play. He's seen a lot. He can make some stuff happen. So we're just kind of running through. Obviously, our backside tackle, once again, he should have climbed. Our slot does a great job right here. So right there. So that's in the perfect world. That's what it would look like. Obviously, we'd like to pick up that free safety if we could. We didn't get it done, so.
Coaches, Rick Stewart with allaccesscoaching.com. I really hope this video helps make you a better coach. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below so we can let you know when new content becomes available, because we're all about coaches helping coaches. And remember, coach, better today, never as good as tomorrow.